Master of Sass, Blackout. They made it to Jay's parents' junkyard. Jay, Ed, Kai, and Cole were digging through the piles of spare parts while Ed, Edna, Irene, Nia, and Zane were in the trailer trying to figure out how to reboot Pixel. You sure you want to do this? Nia asked. Modifying your original design could have unintentional consequences. Irene nodded her agreement. She risked her life for me. It's the least I could do to get her back, Zane said. Nia carefully removed half of Zane's power source and inserted it into Pixel's chest cavity. She woke up with a gasp. Where am I? What happened? She looked around, her eyes landing on Zane, who was closing up his chest panel. You gave me half your power source. My processor does not compute, she said. You are the only one who knows Borg's system. You are vital to the mission, Zane said. And you are vital to me. Ooh, robot love, Edna said happily. She turned to Nia. Call me a sucker, but if they have half of what you and Jay have, Nia and Jay? Judging from perfect match compatibility, perhaps Nia and Cole would be a closer comparison, Pixel said. Irene pinched the bridge of her nose. Oh boy, here it comes. Nia and Cole are a better match? Edna said, puzzled. Don't you mean Jay? Perhaps her processor was damaged, Zane said. My processor is fully operational. The perfect match for Nia isn't Jay, but Cole, Pixel stated. Cole's her perfect match? Jay exclaimed, walking in. He heard everything. Nia turned on. Jay. Jay looked betrayed. Nia looked sorry. Zane was just shocked. Irene fidgeted with her braid, wondering how it would go down. Ha, it's so quiet in here, Cole said as he, Kai, and Ed walked into the trailer. What did I miss? Another signature Jaywalker gutbuster? Jay lost it. Oh, you backstabbing no good! With a feral screech, he launched himself at Cole. What's wrong with you? Cole yelled. Kai sighed, watching the two of them fight. I hope Lloyd is faring better than us, he said. Oh, you know why you're the Black Ninja? 'Cause it's the color of your heart, Jay accused. Oh yeah? Well, what's the point of being a blue ninja? Unless you're trying to hide out in some goofy clown college, Cole fired back. Oh, you take that back. There are reputable performers that attend clown college, Jay said, giving Cole a noogie. Maybe you should settle this with an arm wrestling contest, Irene joked. Nia and Kai both gave her a look. She just shrugged. Oh, great idea. Let's do just that, Jay agreed. I don't see why you want to settle this arm wrestling. You know I have super strength, Cole pointed out, pinning Jay to the floor. Oh yeah? Well, I'm super hooped, and I haven't brushed my teeth in a week, Jay exclaimed, breathing in Cole's face. Irene made a disgusted face. She raised her hands, forming a force field between Jay and Cole, separating them. This macho stuff is making you both look like fools. Maybe you belong together, Nia said angrily. The trailer rocked and lifted into the air, making everyone lose their balance. Irene's concentration broke and the force field vanished. What was that? Kai asked. The machines haven't worked since the outage. What's powering it? Ed wondered, seeing that the crane had picked up the trailer with its magnet. Ninjroids! Kai exclaimed, pointing to a ninjroid at the controls. Better question is, what's powering them? They're after the technoblades, Pixel said. Cryptor started shooting into the trailer. Yeah, well, they almost hit my mother, Jay shouted. Ooh, don't worry about us, sweetie. We prepare for every type of situation, Edna assured as she and Ed put on a couple of jetpacks. You make one for me? Jay asked hopefully. Sorry, honey, you hardly ever come to visit, Edna told him. Yeah, good luck, kiddo. And watch over the junk while we're gone, will you? Ed added as he and his wife activated their jetpacks and flew away in a cloud of bubbles. And that's why you keep in touch with your family, so they make you a jetpack, Irene sassed. I blame you for this, Jay shouted at Cole. What did I do? You were the one who wanted to stay in a scrap heap full of ninjroids, Cole protested. Enough, you two, Kai yelled. We may not have our elemental powers, but we still have our spinjitzu. He turned to Pixel. Are you going to be okay? I may not be built to fight, but my protective reflexes should suffice, Pixel replied. Great, because you're going to need them, Nia said. Ninja, go, they shouted. Jumping out, they all spun into their colorful spinjitzu tornadoes, except for Zane. He was unable to do spinjitzu. I couldn't do spinjitzu, he gasped. Your heart. Dividing it must have inhibited your fighting ability, Pixel realized. I guess I have poor timing, Zane said. Cryptor started shooting at them. We have to help Zane, Jay shouted. Finally, something we agree on, Cole said. As they ran, the chute to the junk compactor opened beneath their feet, trapping them. Irene saw who did it. Sensei Wu? She gasped, shocked. What have they done to you? Wu was upgraded with various cybernetics, and his normally white beard was jet black. He rushed at Irene, his staff raised to strike. Irene barely managed to block. Kai, help! She called. Kai ran over. They're trapped, he shouted, pointing to Cole and Jay. The walls of the compactor were closing in on them. Nia, you have to stop the junk compactor, Kai yelled to his sister. I'm on it, she called, running over. It was 2 against Wu, and it looked like Wu was winning. Irene cried out in pain as he whacked her ribs with his staff. She bent over, wheezing. Wu slammed his staff on her head, sending her flying and making her ears ring. Guys, a little help? Kai called as Wu charged at him. He dodged, glancing over at Irene. She groaned, rubbing her head as she got to her feet. She raised her hand, concentrating on trapping Wu in a force field. The best she could do was raise a barrier between Wu and Kai. Cole, Jay, and Nia ran over, having escaped the compactor. Sensei Wu! Cole exclaimed. What happened to him? Jay asked. He's turned evil! Help me! Kai exclaimed as Wu punched through the barrier. But he's our sensei, Cole said. Not anymore. He's Tech Wu now, Irene said, grimacing in pain and putting a hand to her head. Oh, bad, Sensei, bad, Jay shouted. Wu hit Cole hard. Jay snickered. I hate to say it, but you deserve that a little. Wu immediately slammed the end of his staff into Jay's stomach. Cole laughed. Right back at ya. Irene jumped toward Wu, but he turned and hit her hard, knocking her to the ground. Irene! Nia shouted in worry, seeing that her friend wasn't moving. Pixel and Zane showed up with the crane. Sorry, Sensei, Zane said, activating the magnet and catching Wu. Ha! I always knew those two had a magnetic attraction, Kai joked. Nia rolled her eyes. Really? A stranger in a white cloak shot the crane with a bow, freeing Wu. Whoa! Who is that? Jay cried. Wu started to charge at the ninja, but the stranger shouted, Enough! The Overlord will be pleased. They vanished. Seriously, who the heck was that guy? Jay demanded. Or gal, Nia added. Whoever it is, they turned our sensei against us, Kai said, shaking Irene awake and helping her sit up. And if we want to save him, we'll need to figure out who this stranger is, Cole said. Perhaps I could have that answer for you in a few moments, Pixel said, holding up a tiny white object. What is it? Cole asked. It's obviously a clue, dirt clod, Jay said. I know it's a clue, Zaptrap, but it's so small, Cole retorted. I just wanted to know what... Stop it, you two, Nia told them. Pixel, can you analyze it? Pixel squinted at the small thing. The sample is far too small, but given time, I should have an answer, she replied. Then we should waste no more time and get back to the city. I'll use my Falcon vision to warn Lloyd of our findings, Zane said. I thought taking the power out would give us the upper hand, but now that they have it and we don't, I guess the power has only shifted, Nia said sadly. Don't worry, sis, we'll get Sensei back, Kai assured. Irene stared at them in confusion. I think I missed something. Will somebody explain what happened after Wu hit me? She asked. Right, yeah, he hit you pretty hard. We should make sure you don't have a concussion or something as well, Kai said. Pixel revealed her analysis of the tiny object in her hand to be a serpentine scale, and the others went to record a message for Lloyd while Cole filled Irene in as he checked her for any signs of a concussion. She seemed to be all right, just bruised. Just 'cause you can take a hit doesn't mean you should, little sister, Cole joked. Ha ha, if I can't take one, I can certainly give one, she replied, making a fist. No thanks, I'm good, Cole snickered. We should figure out what we're going to do next. We have to stop the Overlord, Irene declared.